We're starting off high.
We can get
I think
two fools agree on that one. Oh, by the way, look, we got the wide shot. Ah!
there was you had accountability. Now what I can
Now all you need is a podcast and a YouTube channel.
no, not even.
Where give me the money. Show me the money.
Apparently there's a Foolproof page.
Shoot the J. Shoot it. Live on Facebook.com/Foolproof Entertainment Network. I need you on Twitter. I need you to repost the Facebook pages.
To raise a human before I would
Trust human to raise back wolves.
before I would trust a human to raise a wolf.
Right. I hear you. Yo, what up, fools? Welcome to another edition of Do Fools Agree. As always, I'm your host, Michael Reggie, here with my main man, Clifford Jordan Jennings.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Today on After Midnight.
Goodness.
Oh, man. How was your week?
Fast.
Yeah.
It was pretty quick.
Well, that's not a bad thing, right?
You know, I like them that way.
Right.
At least the work weeks. Hopefully this is a reverse of the normal.
Yeah.
Fast weekend, slow week. Hopefully, since the week was fast, we get a slow weekend.
Fingers crossed for that.
Fingers and toes.
Although, I don't know. I feel like my weekend is booked up this week. We'll see. I just got an invite yesterday to the Ohio State game, club seats for work. I'm like, all right, let's go.
Shit. Can't really turn that down.
No, that was the thing. I was like, well, I was just going to, hang out on Saturday.
I mean, I guess you can, but...
Yeah. Not a good look right now.
Right.
So, we'll see. But other than that, I mean, no A-Reg sports this weekend because basketball, they couldn't get the gym on Sunday. So, yeah. Got nothing.
Couldn't get the gym on Sunday.
Yeah, well, you got to imagine this is a rec league and they're using the high school gym. So,
oh, okay.
Not a priority. Unless you coach where I coach and then, middle school girls soccer will kick the varsity football team off the field for their games. So,
real?
Dude, it's ridiculous. Absolutely absurd. All right, so you got any inadvertence to get us going? I hope so, because we were struggling for topics today.
I don't know. This might sound weird, right?
Oh, I love it when they start like this. Continue.
But does the Earth get bigger?
That's a good question. You would think, if nothing else, the mass attached to the Earth gets bigger because the population gets bigger.
That's interesting. See, I was thinking even beyond that, like the Earth itself, right? Because we know that, like, from like the whole underground cities and shit like that, that we've been building on top of what used to be. And I would imagine if you crack the Earth open and looked at it down the middle, it would probably resembled somewhat like the rings of a tree trunk, like of the different,
You would have
civilizations.
right. You would have like the dawn of time stuff, meaning like the dawn of history, and then you'd have present day, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 150
Right,
years
right,
ago,
right,
and then eventually you'd get down to like the Earth and Earth's crust and mantle and all that stuff.
right.
I mean, I think that's legitimate. Although I don't
So,
know where we put dirt or where we get dirt from to put on those things.
right, that's another thing, right? That's another thing.
Like, wouldn't that just be coming from things that were already on the Earth? But I guess maybe it's like remnants of mountains that were like spreading out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't either. That kind of trips me out, though.
But your whole comment on like secret cities and stuff, I actually just saw something the other day that there's something attached to Alum Creek Park that has like a gateway to hell kind of deal.
Gateway to hell.
Yep, yep. There's apparently some old abandoned tunnel that you can, I mean, you're not supposed to, but that you can go explore.
I mean, you gotta watch for bottles and needles in there. Like,
I'm assuming at least that. And then demons, of course, so.
I'm sure there's a lot of demons in there. I'm sure of that.
I don't know. Yeah, and I was trying to think if I had anything from an inadvertent thought. Not really. I did catch up on, or I am in the progress of finally catching up on season 3 of The Witcher.
I think I tried to watch that and I kind of fell out off of it.
I keep like I will make it through like 2 episodes and then it'll be lost to memory, and then I don't know, man. Like there hasn't been anything that's grabbed my attention TV wise. Although I think House of the Dragon's coming back in January, maybe. That'll be a good one.
Is it?
Yeah,
I never watched the first one.
it's worth a watch if you have HBO.
Is it?
Yeah.
I might have to check it out.
And then Loki just wrapped up. Loki was interesting this season. But yeah, man, there's not like a lot going on, and especially with the director, actor, writers strike over the last 6 months, we're gonna hit like a probably close to a year-long dry spell.
Oh no, nobody wants that.
Oh no, we're back to the like coming out of COVID stuff. So I don't know, man. Not a lot going on, at least on the entertainment front. At least not anything that I'm watching. Fuck, I'm rewatching Orange is the New Black right now. Flipping between that and The Witcher.
It's got to be something. It's always something that you get
Something
hit
that
to
pops.
that you didn't. Yeah, like I've been watching that Wheel of Time.
Yeah. How is that?
Yeah,
I heard
right.
good things about it when it came out, and then
I
never
haven't
really got into it.
I haven't really started the season 2 like that.
Gotcha.
But the first one was all right.
Was it?
I wasn't mad at it. I wasn't mad at it at all.
And that feels like it would be something that's up my alley based on kind of previews and like the crowds that I've heard talk about it, but not one I've caught up on.
It's real Dungeons and Dragons-y.
Yeah. Did you ever watch?
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you ever watch the Dungeons and Dragons movie?
No, I don't. Did I?
I don't know. That's a question for you.
I think I did. And I said I didn't really like it because it didn't have, like, you wouldn't know that it was that.
Right. It could have been any fantasy thing,
Right.
and it wouldn't have had to have been attached to Dungeons and Dragons. I agree with that. It did have a little bit of generic fantasy feel to it.
I think I did watch that though.
I'm trying to just remember if I've seen anything else. Like, again, there's nothing new out. So I've been going back and I've been watching, like, the kiddo and I are watching Home Alone right now.
Home Alone. Home Alone is a Christmas movie.
It is. It's
Why
Christmas
y'all watching
movie.
that?
It's Christmas movie time.
Is it?
It's not Christmas decoration time, but Christmas movies are fine. When do you put up any kind of Christmas decorations? I don't do it till after Thanksgiving.
Right.
I usually wait until the first weekend in December.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about fine.
Yeah.
You know, it's usually just me. Karma comes on like Christmas Eve, so sometimes I'll throw it up like right before.
Speaking of my goddaughter, you gotta let me know the next time you have her because I have her joint birthday Christmas present.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's something
That's
that
surreal.
only gets played at Mom's house.
Right. Right. Don't you even take that out the box.
It does come in a nice little carrying case.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh shit. I feel like I had something to say.
Well, please, because like I said, this was a struggle today. Oh man, I'm about to go to the pod decks, Cliff.
Oh, the ninjas are butterflies.
Okay, ninjas are butterflies. What's up?
I was listening to that today, and they was talking about Gobekli Tepe.
You're gonna have to explain more.
It's like a temple like that's like old as fuck, like back
Okay.
when, like dated back when they said people were like, you know, like cavemen type shit. But it was like a temple with like intricate markings and all that, and there were like these two pillars that they buried that basically they say explain why God flooded the earth.
Hmm.
And they were talking about all these abominations and all that, and they were saying that they were mixing people and animals was one of them.
See, this is going to the Anunnaki theories. Because think about it. If we were arisen from an alien race that blended with hominid in order to form Homo sapien,
Mm-hmm.
like, it's an experiment. It's not going to work on the first try.
Right.
So maybe there were a bunch of abominations running around. Also explains why there is no missing link. Why you can't go directly from primate to Homo sapien. Because there wasn't a natural evolution. It was forced evolution.
And so what do you think that link to be? Like
Forced evolution, a human or a alien genetic experiment to create us.
so
And it might have been, you might have even had a, like, Adam and Eve could be a real story.
right.
Like, they made a male and they made a female, and then they continued to kind of breed in the background with, like, genetic manipulation, but then they also allowed them to procreate on their own.
Right.
Side note, David Grush, likely going to be the new head of the AARO, which is the federal government UFO reporting agency. He's also the one that has, like, broken stuff and said, I have this, I have this, I have evidence of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, we're heading towards it. Heading towards
So
big news here in the next year or two.
you excited?
I do. I want to know where this reverse engineering program is. I want to know who's doing what, and honestly, I want to know if we have the technology and we're just not sharing it.
Mm.
Dum
Mm.
dum dum.
But I was thinking though, like just off of like the whole listening to it, I'm sure it's a lot of abominations running around now.
I guess it depends on how you classify abomination.
I mean, I don't know. Even if we classify it as quite literal, the term, like is especially something like that. They were experimenting with that with World War.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and if you were doing that late into scientific discovery, I couldn't imagine you to be doing it for absolutely nothing at all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure something came of what you were doing.
Right.
What you did with it is the question.
Oh, completely.
And then, no, because I guess you would need to.
Need to.
I was about to say, and then could they reproduce?
Could the two abominate? I mean, they'd have to be abominations in the same way.
Right.
Or maybe not. Maybe there's enough common DNA with a human. I don't know. Or whatever species they're most closely linked to. I wasn't sure where you were going with an abomination.
And then
are we talking a human-esque abomination, or are we talking like animals?
Hyperbole. Hyperbole. I'm sure it's a bit of both.
Right.
Damn, I'm completely thrown. I got thrown.
How'd you get thrown?
Where was I going?
I have no idea. That's the kind of episode we got tonight. Okay.
I don't know where the fuck I was going. Oh, I don't know. That's going to drive me crazy.
All right. We're going to jump over to a pod deck set of questions.
Set of questions?
Yeah, see if we can spark something. Do you think the truth is out there, Cliff?
I mean, that depends on what truth you're looking for.
I agree.
I think that depends on what truth you're looking for. Like, purpose to life shit and, like things that can't be explained. I feel like you don't even get the answers to those until you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like through life, you're struggling to find your purpose, right? And then I bet it's going to be something like when you get there and they give you the big reveal and you're just like, oh, like for real. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Like, exactly. I feel like it's going to be something like that.
No, I think that, so when it comes to that question of is the truth out there, I don't know. We'll do an episode on the Kabbalion, but there is the concept of the all, and the all is unknowable until you have reached a state of being where you are kind of one with the all. And it has a lot of kind of tie into like there's God in all of us, all of those kind of things as well.
Right.
But I don't know. I feel like that is there's something to do with elevating to a different form of being when gone is this crude matter, when your body is gone. And I mean, they've actually done studies where like they have seen energy or something leaving the body when it passes.
Right.
Something that they can't explain. And honestly, that's a big like Star Wars thing again, is you go from being a part of the living force to being a part of the cosmic force. And how do you basically transcend at that point to a new state of being? And
right.
Is some of this talk about like aliens or interdimensional beings, like, is it possible that those are just more fully evolved things that originated from humanity? I don't know. That's one that gets me thinking.
Wait, run that back.
So, this talk of like aliens or interdimensional beings and UFOs or
Right.
like spaces between worlds or multiverse theory, like those types of things. Is that something that maybe other humans, or maybe those things, maybe the aliens or interdimensional beings, are things that did evolve from humanity, but they are in kind of the next phase of life?
Okay.
Like, I wonder if there's anything to that. Or is it like evolution in its life of how we think of it, which is linear, and there's a beginning, a middle, and an end?
Okay, I think I see where you were going then. Now I'm understanding.
Yeah. Or is life just life, and does it persist ever on, and it just changes forms?
I think us as humans are thinking about the day and not the month.
Yeah.
You know, not the year, not the decade, not the century.
Not the
We're just
eon.
focused on our lifetime in this bodysuit. But that just may be the day in all of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, and if you believe that the universe has existed for, 65 billion years or whatever, like, we are on such an infinitesimal corner of that it's like, who knows?
If you died and woke up crying, how would you feel?
That's an interesting question. Would you have recollection of dying?
I mean, I would imagine not.
Right. So you wouldn't
You
feel
know what I'm
anything.
saying?
It's probably just the
I mean, you probably feel
shock
the
of
pain
being
until you
brought
go,
back,
but I'm
right?
saying, like, instead of you going somewhere transcending, you just woke up somewhere else as a child,
Right.
as a newborn baby.
True. With no recollection, you may have instincts that follow you or whatnot, but
Right.
looks like
How would you feel? Would that be? How am I trying to phrase this?
like, how would I feel about it knowing that that's what happens? Because I think the whole point is you don't know when you wake up crying. You almost are starting the cycle over again and creating your own world yet again from that perspective. You know
Right.
what I
And
mean?
it wouldn't be hindsight, right? Because that would be afterwards. So this would be,
Foresight.
yeah.
Not to be confused with foreskin.
Which they steal from you, so it gotta be worth something.
Uh-oh, we got somebody joining.
Somebody joining.
Yeah, I think it's Unc. We'll see. You know Unc, he take a minute.
All
And
right.
we're gonna be like, Uncle, you still have to unmute.
Right, for the next 5 minutes. Oh, he adjusts his bifocals.
Exactly. He got to tilt them down with them thick ass glasses, and yeah, he's still on mute. So
Yeah, I read lips. I know. We caught it. We caught it. Go on, Justin, folks.
Unc has come to save us as soon as he figures out how to unmute.
Right. It's down at the bottom. Ain't it at the bottom?
Yeah, I think it's bottom right. Although, no, now on desktop it's higher up. So who knows?
There you go.
There we go.
What's going on?
Not much. Was just listening to the Big Red Steubenville Big Red game.
Oh yeah,
high
school playoffs in full swing right now. This is what, regional?
Yeah, regional final. They beat Sheridan, so they're going to play Alter next week. So
lucky them.
So they got the win?
Yeah, they got the win late in the fourth quarter.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up, Steuben.
So what are you gentlemen talking about this evening?
Oh, we have no topics, so we are winging it completely, and I feel like we're failing miserably, but who knows? Maybe not.
This isn't the best work.
Sometimes we can do it and wing it just fine, and other times, it's just...
Yeah, this isn't the best work if I do say so myself. But...
shit happens. We all have those days.
Right. I mean, this is episode 160, so... I want to know some other show that has managed to do 160 episodes that isn't really about anything.
Or is it about everything?
Or everything. That's true.
You guys like the Seinfeld of streaming? Or
yeah, basically.
Show about nothing?
That's what it feels like sometimes.
Where the fuck is Elaine at?
Well, our Elaine was on 2 weeks ago. She bailed us out then.
Yeah, I guess that tracks.
When Ashley was on?
Yep.
I guess that tracks. Ask another question. What's another question?
Do you worry about advances in facial recognition technology?
I don't really give a fuck.
Because, I mean, they know who you are already. Like, we all sign up for government IDs and all that shit anyways. Like, we're all on devices that are tracked all the time.
Yeah, until it's on a motherfucking robot with a red eye that scans across the landscape.
Right.
I don't care what you do with it.
Yeah, that's kind of my
attitude. The minute them Terminators come out...
Well, we already got that going with the AI stuff. So, I mean, the whole Skynet thing that Mike called years ago is...
Man.
We are.
We ain't got to Will Smith, Arnold Schwarzenegger level yet, so
no.
I'm not quite concerned.
They don't have bodies yet.
Yeah.
At least that we know about. Who knows what they're deploying with their UFOs.
Listen.
But yeah, I mean...
Can't call them UFOs anymore.
Oh, that's right. UAPs.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I have mixed feelings on this from a lot of different regards. Like, I'm one of those people that has been fine with, like, facial recognition, is fine with, like, biomechanical, like, sign-ins, those kind of things. Like, I'm ready to be able to just put my thumbprint on something and that, like, be linked to my bank account. Like,
why
credits
can't you?
And a bunch of sci-fi stuff. You can, actually. There are people that do it. But you have to basically, like, implant an RFID chip, and there's programming involved there. But you can do that kind of stuff.
I say corneal recognition would be more interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then you got all those sci-fi movies where they like pull out the dude's eye and hang it up against the bed.
Well, don't get your eyes pulled.
Well,
that's easy.
and if they are pulled, you're probably dead. So what do you care at that point?
I mean, I imagine you could pull an eye or two alive, but don't pull them. Don't get them pulled. So but that chip shit's too much for me.
your legalization starts what, December?
That's a good question.
I think it's December something for you guys for legalization.
Yeah, I
Which
thought it was 30 days from the.
From the election.
Uh-huh.
Well, I kind of figured it was going to pass when I was in visiting, and me and Leonard were sitting down, and Leonard was telling me about how it was going over to the Department of Commerce from the Department of like drugs and so forth, people that
Yeah.
pharmaceutical, which was a great way to start. But he said it was going to the Commerce, so I kind of figured it was going to pass then because they were making plans. You know, the state's got to make their money regardless. So.
No doubt.
Can't do shit without them.
Just trying to push out the black man again.
Shit, I ain't just a black man.
Probably hard to find anybody to buy a dime bag off of the streets these days.
I don't know. I don't know, because they still got.
You would know, Cliff. If anybody knows, you would know.
They still got people posted up asking if you need it at the gas station. I'm sure they ain't selling no big shit.
True. Oh, man. All right, next question. What celebrities are probably members of the Illuminati?
All of them.
All of them?
All of them.
Tom Cruise.
Not all of them, but you know what I mean.
Roommate says Tom Cruise for one.
Oh, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure, all that. But I mean, those are the ones that you expect to be.
Yeah, like Oprah, Bezos, Musk.
Well, I'm thinking somebody like the guy that played Doctor Strange, the
Cumberbatch.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Because, you know, it's an intelligence thing too. It's not just money wise, but yeah. I mean, it's basically like the Masons anyways.
Right.
You got a Marvel role, and we know that they go on forever, so that tracks in my book.
No doubt. Who would be one that people wouldn't suspect?
One that people wouldn't suspect.
Tom Hanks.
America's dad?
Yeah.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
Noel Jackson.
I'm going Martha.
Martha Stewart?
Mm-hmm.
Is that why Snoop
Martha.
stopped smoking weed?
Never know. Never know.
Maybe
I'm
Snoop
going
got
Martha.
the invite. Maybe Snoop got the invite, but they said you gotta chill it on the reefer.
Snoop fired his joint roller?
Yeah, man. He did like a big Instagram post on it. He done.
Poor guy was making bank just for rolling joints on
Man, I mean, shit, if he done smoking, more power to him. Shit.
I give it a year tops.
We need to get him and Willie back together.
Unless he has some underlying health condition that we don't know about yet.
But what's weed ever done to it?
True. I don't know. It's still smoke inhalation. Could still be, lung something or other.
Depending on how you do it, right? You're still getting carcinogens from the smoke.
Man. I don't know. Shit. Maybe that's what. So I can't remember who said. Maybe he's switching to edibles. I don't know. Shit.
That is a great thought. He's just getting around it.
Who was that? Was that Mount?
He's just dabbing.
Something. Shit. But isn't that smoke as well?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because you're basically, you're smoking the wax or whatever. Yeah, so.
I mean, I don't know. Don't get me started. I'm not a botanist. I don't
All right, we'll jump to the next one. We'll jump to the next question. Do you think Michael Jackson's father had him castrated as a child to keep his voice from deepening?
No.
I heard a no from the peanut gallery.
That's my roommate, Mike.
What up, Mike?
I wouldn't, I wouldn't. No, yeah, no,
No?
no.
His voice didn't get that way until later in life.
That's true.
Maybe he castrated himself.
Well, once he tried to start becoming a white guy, he's shit got really.
Michael Jackson was racist as fuck if he thought that's how white folks sounded. What the fuck is wrong with Mike?
There's a whole list of things that were wrong with
That
Mike.
motherfucking nose, though, that bitch was sharp as a razor blade.
It's like that joke. Farrah Fawcett died and went to heaven. She asked for all the kids to be saved. So a couple minutes later, God killed Michael Jackson.
All right, that brings it up. And this hasn't been debated on the podcast before because it's long before. Was Mike guilty of all that shit? Or was he really just that, like, childlike in his mind?
He was guilty.
Well, Mary says he was guilty, and she's pretty much, I think he was guilty. I mean, there's so many people that have came out and said so much, strange shit. I mean, granted, some of them weren't the best, people to be coming out and say stuff. They had problems of their own, but just too much.
See, I think that's where I struggle because a lot of the stories and, like, documentaries I've seen on the topic, like, I don't know that I believe any of those people.
I say Corey Feldman was probably the hardest to believe just because of his own issues.
Right.
But there were other folks out there too that,
They can't all be right.
I'm waiting for our resident black man. Are you gonna go Chappelle on this? Like, he can't be guilty? Or did Mike do that shit?
Listen, I don't know.
That is a soft ass answer.
You ain't gonna get me on this.
was OJ guilty?
Oh yeah, OJ did that shit.
See, I don't know.
Again, we have to go to the resident non-Caucasian to ask that answer.
I don't know, but regardless if he did or he didn't, I was happy he was innocent.
This goes back to you guys have all seen the theory. This is circulated like once every year. I see it come around. But, like, the Bills are responsible for the Kardashians.
No.
Buffalo Bills' fault, right?
Right. The Bills are responsible for the birth of the Kardashian dynasty. Give me a second. I'm gonna find it.
Well, you being a Bills fan, you should take offense to that.
Oh, but it's hilarious.
So does your QB start this week, or do they bench him this week?
Nah, they fired the OC. It was the OC's fault.
Okay.
He's the reason why Josh keeps throwing interceptions, obviously.
I was hoping they were going to start Josh because I got him in a couple of my leagues.
Oh, where is it? Oh, I need the short version, the meme version. Come on.
How long is the full version?
Oh, like there are full articles on this shit. Reminder. The Buffalo Bills barely lost the game in 1970 by missing on a bad pass for a touchdown. That loss allowed them to get the first pick in the draft, O.J. Simpson. O.J. stays in Buffalo for a while, meets his wife, then allegedly kills her. Then he hires Robert Kardashian to be his lawyer. They win the case, making the Kardashians somewhat famous. Then Kim drops the sex tape and becomes famous. So basically, the 1970 Buffalo Bills are the reason we have to deal with the Kardashians today. Because if they had won that game, they wouldn't have had the first round pick. So OJ would have never had the chance to meet Nicole and thus never had the chance to have allegedly killed her, preventing the entire Kardashian family from ever being a sliver of a subject in modern culture.
That's pretty reasonable argument, actually.
Damn.
Dumb. On the flip side, you can also thank the Bills for the Kardashian sex tapes. So
Never seen them.
Aw.
I've only seen the one, and it was mid.
You said it was mid.
That shit was real mid, so.
All right, next conspiracy theory question. Is Katy Perry secretly Jean-Benet Ramsey?
I've heard that. I thought the bitch was Zoe D. Chanel, so I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, you thought Katy Perry and Zoe Deschanel were the same person?
Same exact person for a minute. I was like, how's she on tour and filming New Girl at the same time? Something's fishy.
Siri,
Something
is that
fishy.
rain? Oh, Zoe. What's Zoe Deschanel doing these days?
I don't know. I couldn't
no
tell you.
idea. She had a show for a little while there, but
Not the New Girl.
yeah, it's been a while ago. I don't think she's really done much since then, really.
She's probably making money off of the royalties on syndication on that, I would imagine. Because that thing gets syndicated everywhere. That's like Big Bang Theory.
Well, that or The Office.
Right.
It's a good show. I like the New Girl.
But the one dude from The Office is off the hook. Or not Office, Parks and Recreation. That's what I'm thinking about. You ever seen that show? Parks and Recreation?
Yeah, that's with the one girl from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, Amy Poehler.
Right. Amy Poehler, right. And I'm thinking about, I can't remember the guy's name, the comedian's name, but there's one thing where they go into like a Sam's Club and this guy hands him like vegetarian bacon. He throws it in the trash, and he asks for another piece and throws it in the trash. Ron Swanson is
Ron Swanson, yeah.
I don't think I know. Is that the old dude, the old mean looking dude?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but I don't think Katy Perry's Jean-Benet Ramsey.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
To wrap that up.
That's like the conspiracy theory I heard the other day. The movie The Breakfast Club was actually just the one girl dreaming all day. The Ali Sheedy, the real freaky girl, was just her having like a dream about all that all day. It never really happened.
And what?
The movie The Breakfast Club.
Right, but what would make someone gather that?
Just because of the girl's psychosis, I guess, or kind of weirdness, that fans have thought, that it was the movie was just her having a dream all day. There's always going to be a conspiracy theory for something. I mean, come on, let's be honest about this.
Motherfuckers would just be reaching, and it'd be different if it was like a cut scenes or something that made you.
Right.
But it's the movie all the way through. Even ends with the dude jumping in the field.
Right.
She didn't wake up or anything.
I'm just saying, this is what
And if it was her psychosis, never mind. Never mind. Next question. What's next?
Let's see. I'm flipping through them, and I'm not finding ones I like.
Nothing worth shit.
Should Jim Harbaugh been suspended for something that every other team does in college football?
Just because he was dumb and got caught? Yes. Don't be so blatant with it. You got to at least maintain decorum on it. Come on now.
They just fired some other guy, today? Because of that shit.
Did they?
Yeah. Can't remember who the guy was, but
that's what I always heard. That's what I heard about it. Is it was the way he did it, not what he did. You know, motherfuckers been still in play since the game been played. But shit, it wasn't hard. See how what the forward pass didn't come until like what. Man, fuck.
Well, back in the day, too, you had a playbook. So if somebody stole a playbook or lost a playbook,
Right.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, is there like cybercrime divisions where they've got folks trying to break into people's computers and emails to get copies of digital playbooks?
I never even thought about that.
Right?
Each team has their own Connor Steins in cybercrime.
Right.
I never even thought about that. Then why the fuck Michigan on the block? They need to be manufacturing. You small time changing. You got motherfuckers on the sidelines recording and shit. You need a hacker.
Need somebody to break in, the cameras from like ESPN and shit, not have your own guy in the stand.
That shit crazy. And what did he get? 3 games?
Yeah, 3. Well, the last 3, yeah. Penn State, whoever they play, I think they play Maryland this week, and then Ohio State the last game.
He's still coaching.
Well, see, that's the thing. He can coach during the week. He just can't be on the sidelines on Saturday.
I guarantee you, they got a motherfucking iPad connected to a robot with a stand on it.
Earbud, he's up in the stand.
You know,
I mean, why
he at the house with a PlayStation controller? Like, tell him, get him off the field. Fuck.
All right, I'm going to shift gears. I'm going to jump pod decks here. So, if you were chosen to be the first human to make contact with aliens, would you want to?
Nah.
No?
Nah.
If you were chosen to be the first human to make contact, why not, Cliff?
Who would I be chosen by?
I don't know. Lottery by the government. I don't know. Or the aliens find you.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's different, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to be, but if they found me, ain't no way around this here. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no running, ain't nothing. So I might as well parlay with you. See what it is.
Cliff speaking on behalf of the human race. I like it.
Listen.
Nah, man, we're fucked.
I ain't, listen, because I feel like I ain't speaking on behalf of the human race because I don't know about all these motherfuckers now.
There are 8 billion people over here.
You probably know more than I know, and I'm going to keep it a buck with you.
I might be talking for like 5 people, but that'd be about it. Right?
It's a very small circle.
Yeah.
But these 4 people, they cool. They cool. Everybody else, I can't help you.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm just saying that I'm pretty sure you've observed, and you probably done a better job doing that than I have. So
There you go.
Your own discernment. They ain't got shit to do with me. They ain't got shit to do with me.
Well, I think if they sought you out, they're obviously looking for your perspective on something. So they must feel that you're the authority on at least one question or something that they have, or they wouldn't be seeking you out specifically.
That's true. I don't know what that one thing would be, but I don't know. Like it's almost like at that point, are they just looking for an everyman's opinion on something? I don't know.
I mean, I could help with like divorce proceedings.
Yeah, me too. No, this world is fucked. You don't want no part of it.
I'm still one up on you, so.
Yeah, it's true.
Man. Yeah, no, I don't know. That's a no, I wouldn't want to though.
I don't know. I think it might be.
It depends on what kind of meeting it was too. Like, is this a peaceful meeting? Is this a
Yeah, I mean, are they gonna ass probe me, or I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, if that's the case. No, I mean, I guess you got to make some assumptions. So maybe it's just open-ended conversation. I don't know.
Okay, as long as I don't have to take one for the team per se.
But... You know what I'm saying?
All right, next question. If you could know when and how someone would die just by shaking their hand, but couldn't change their fate, how would you use that power? I'd wear gloves all the time.
Well, that wouldn't be using the power. But...
I'd have gauntlets and everything on.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even. I can't shake nobody. I would be fist bumping at an interview. Like, all right, hopefully, give me a call. Nice to meet you.
I think we're in agreement. Nobody wants that power.
Yeah, no.
But if you could have one, let's say not superpower per se, but like strange power, what would it be? Would it be something like physical, mental? What aspect of would you go?
That's a good question. I don't think I would want anything mental because my mind races enough on its own over dumb shit. Like I can't imagine if I were solving real problems with that. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go like the cheap answer and say like teleportation, like the ability to be anywhere I'm aware of on an instant thought.
I'd have to agree with that for sure. I've always bitched and moaned that Star Trek fucked us all up because teleportation should have already been invented by now.
Right. Or at least give me the flying. Actually, we're almost to the automated cars. Like, I would even be all right with... My son actually posed me a similar question the other day. His question was, with regards to teleportation, what would you rather... go anywhere in the world that you want right now, or like you could teleport, but it was only as far as you could see?
Wait, what? Anywhere in the world right now,
or you could or you could use teleportation forever, but it would only take you as far as you could see.
But as far as you could see, what happens if you would look toward like up to the sky?
I agree. That was kind of my thought. Like I'm going all Nightcrawler with that, and like poof, 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 poof.
I mean, if you're like in a starry skylit night, pop around from star to star.
Yeah. Why not?
No,
Interesting.
The REIT's saying the ability to read minds. I don't
no.
want that.
I always thought invisibility would kind of be cool.
Invisibility. No, I don't know what mine would be. It can't be nothing weird like flying or anything like that, because everybody notice a motherfucker flying.
Right.
Like this motherfucker just flying. But that's a good one.
The best answer I've ever heard to this that I'm trying to remember, it was basically not the ability to control minds, but the ability to influence. So like if somebody had any bit the possibility of agreeing with you, you could say the right words to make them agree with you. You would come up with like the perfect words that would make the perfect argument to them.
I already have that.
Oh, do you?
Already have that.
It's called bullshit, and that's what it is.
Well, tomato.
I was about to say my boy Carl was good at that one too.
That's my superpower already.
All right, next one. What's your strategy for the zombie apocalypse? Cliff, I feel like we may have done this on an episode, but I can't remember.
I'm sure we've done this a few times before. I don't think it's ever.
I don't know. That would be, I mean, my first strategy where I'm at now would be to go to both my neighbors because they make their own shells and they both have arsenals in their houses.
I get that.
The first move. That would be the first move. And after that, I would gonna have to try to find a fortified position somewhere.
See, I already have mine, and the REITs already said it in the chat. We are making due west. We're heading to the island. Mom, do you remember what the signal is? We're going to flash the light 3 times on the dock. You're going to have the boat over on the island. You're going to come get us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we definitely did do that before.
I have directions printed out that are in a secret location in my house that get me there, but it's real easy. You just take 70 West forever.
A lot of movies that start like that.
And then when, because inevitably you will hit the point where a freeway is, collapsed or blocked off or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You have a real map, shows you the back roads that'll get you back on the freeway.
Okay, speaking of something kind of similar to that, did you guys happen to see the Twisted Metal show series that was on?
I'm aware of it, but I never really watched it.
It was actually a pretty good series compared to the game.
For real?
Yeah. But the guy that plays the one character's name is Sweet Tooth.
The clown.
Yeah, it's played by the wrestler Samoa Joe.
Nice.
But the whole series is actually I kind of went into it when I first saw it. So I watched the first episode and then I ended up binging the whole thing in like 2 days.
Nice.
What's it on?
I think it was on. Shit, was it on Netflix? Maybe. I don't know. You could probably find it on YouTube now somewhere.
I might have to look for it.
But it was pretty good overall. the characters and stuff from the game were pretty good and involved in it. So.
My roommate was a big fan of the what is it, Boondocks, and I feel like those two aired kind of back to back for a while. Cartoon Network.
Right.
You said what?
Cartoon Network. Boondocks.
What's that got to do with Twisted Metal?
They were airing back to back on Cartoon Network. Like it was one then the other.
What they had a Twisted Metal cartoon?
Oh, I thought that's what we were talking about. There definitely is.
No, I didn't know nothing about that.
Series with Mackie, the one guy.
Oh, okay, with Anthony Mackie. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, I didn't know there was a cartoon.
Neither did I.
I'm pretty sure I could be getting it mixed up with something though.
Yeah, but I mean, I like the video game back in the day.
Yeah, the video game was pretty cool. It was one of the few ones that back then I liked to play. So
nice.
Now are they coming out with an NCAA again?
Supposedly, it was supposed to come out in 2023 though, and it didn't. So
You think
no idea.
NFL deals are messing it up because guys want even more money?
I don't think so, because I'm sure it's some kind of like blanket deal and like opt in, like you can opt in and get X dollars for it or whatever for most players. But I don't know.
I thought it was supposed to come out this past year.
Yeah, it was supposed to be NCAA 2023 was what it originally said when they first announced it like 3 years ago.
Gotcha. I guess kind of with that, the next question would be, is C.J. Stroud the first Ohio State quarterback to make the Pro Bowl?
I'm still not sold on him, but I know he's doing well.
Kicking ass and taking names right now for that team.
Yeah, but Justin Fields did some of that last year too, and he flamed out immediately after too. You always get that with like a rookie who comes in hot, and then the league figures him out, and he's shut down. That's what's happening with Josh right now.
Right now, that they're saying that trade that the Browns made for Deshaun's with the Texans is now officially the worst trade in NFL history.
I said that from jump. I'm like, I don't know. I have never been a fan. Like, after Deshaun was out of the league for a year, I'm like, he ain't gonna come back and do anything.
Well, and then you have poor old porcelain doll Joe Burrow, who's out again for the season.
Right. He's just as bad.
He's like a porcelain doll since he got to the NFL.
That's crazy. Unbreakable. Who's that, Mr. Glass?
Right. Mr. Glass.
All
right, last one, and then we're going to call it because this episode is dragging. If you could get every...
Nope.
Next question. Let's see. Actually, I like this one. If you started an activist group, what would it fight for and what would it be called?
That's interesting. That is very interesting.
I'd have to say mine would probably be, since I've become quite an advocate, since I've been living with one for 9 years now, I'd be a pit bull activist because I feel that they're so misunderstood.
As a pit bull owner, I agree.
He's laying next to me. He's just a fucking land hippo. Is all he is. I mean, he's loyal. He's loyal to a fault, but he's not the smartest,
right.
Tool in the shed. But that also comes from the fact when he was about 6 months old, he ate an ounce of homegrown. So
it just mellowed him out.
Motherfucker was chill forever.
Pot for pit
The
bulls.
name-
There you go.
I don't know what the name would be. It'd be hard to. Maybe I'd get strippers involved and call it titties for pitties or something.
Love it. That's a kind of activist group I can support.
I would fight against the government. I would call it anonymous.
Cliff, I believe that one may already be taken.
Damn it!
That was taken, sorry.
Damn it!
They have the whole white masks and stuff. From the
Oh, I gotta return my Amazon order. What you doing?
I guess my question would be: in what way would you fight the government? For like racial equality more so, or for just as a whole, or
All kinds of injustices.
okay?
I'm going to go more specific, but in the same general vein as Cliff.
I thought you was gonna say fighting against people who fight against polygamous relationships.
No. I think, actually, no. All right, I'm going to flip mine. My activist group is going to promote polygamy.
That's what I'm saying.
And make it the mainstream. Because I've decided that anybody that wants to get married or stay married is now a conservative. Period.
This motherfucker trying to have all kind of abominations running around this motherfucker.
So you're in favor of polygamy now, Mike, or not?
Oh, I mean, I'm executing it. I'm in full support.
You say you executed it.
I'm living it. How about that? What would the name be? Let's see. Mothers Against Marriage.
Mothers Against Men. What about more hands are better than one?
I like it. I like it.
All hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Oh, fuck. This has been a shit show of an episode. Anybody got anything they want to take us out on?
No, thanks for letting me join in again, guys. I'm going to jump off here.
All right, man. Take it easy, Unc.
All right, love you both. Later, Gators.
All right,
Love you.
love you too. You know, I don't got nothing to regular. Well, Uncle Fun was around trying to figure out this shit.
Can't write this shit.
Oh shit, man. This motherfucker got it on in his pocket. Love everybody.
That's what Mothers Against Marriage stands for. Love everybody.
I don't know. I'm brain dead today.
Yeah,
baby.
I kind of feel you. Do us a favor, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Just tell them not to watch this episode. Tell an enemy, tell them they control. And with all that,
Every episode's
peace out, fools.
find something.